Hi everybody, welcome to the day 11 of 14 of Fortnite with FlytBase. This has been amazing journey so far, right? We have introduced number of new updates to the platform and we're loving the feedback that we're getting from all of you. Today, I have Rudre with me, where we'll be launching something very exciting together. Earlier this year, we launched our first on-prem offering, the On-Prem X1. And it was a fundamental change in terms of how you deploy software for autonomous drone dogs. There have been different countries, regions, customers who always wanted the entire software platform to be deployed in-house. There are several data compliance, data residency, and so many other kind of nuances that enterprise customers need to take care of. So today, we're excited to announce On-Prem X2, the new fundamental change in deploying on-premise software for automated drones and further on increasing it to a large fleet of drones in the future. Let's chat more, Rudrev, on this, right? So you have been part of all the on-prem deployments since the day one, right?
Yes.
You've seen all the pain, right? I assume a lot of partners have also gone with pain through you, right? So what were some pains, right, when they deploy on-prem? Because of course, they cannot go for a cloud for obvious reasons, right? So what was such kind of challenges that they used to face when they're deploying on-premise, and where they used to get stuck in most of the deployments?
So previously, on-prem deployments used to be very difficult because of the host of networking and IT restrictions that are in place in various enterprises. We have worked tirelessly to now simplify that process to a point where your on-prem system on your servers can be up and running before you get your pizza. So that's if you start a timer, it's 10 minutes or so.
Oh, is it? Great. Yep. Rudrev said it right. So the whole idea and goal was, can we design a system where you can deploy on-prem solution before you get your online pizza delivered? And that is what something that we have done with On-Prem X2, where we have reduced the time of deployment, where it's really easy for partners and end customers to deploy the entire FlytBase On-Prem X2 package into their architecture, their network, and deploy it on their servers. Another challenge that everybody used to face is, even if I go towards this deployment, I still have a lot of enterprise integrations requirement, right? They choose FlytBase for all the integrations, customization, their own workflows. So are those workflows something which is possible with X2, and how so?
So initially, people adopted the on-prem setup in isolation, but as they scale their operations, integrations come into picture very quickly. We have designed our system such that it is integrable with existing enterprise systems. Now, those can be your authentication, your existing VMS systems. You may have your own map server. All those integrations are now possible with the on-prem X2.
And all of this can work air-gapped.
Yes.
No internet required.
It's still air-gapped.
Okay.
It was air-gapped before. It's still air-gapped. If you have your own systems running in the air-gapped mode, it will still work.
That's great. And what about the AIR, right? Everybody wanted to adopt AIR. They adopted AIR for the data security reasons as well as the AI detection. Now their data security is taken care of, but still they need custom modules. They need their own AI detection workflows as well as the entire notification workflows that comes in. So is that something which works with On-Prem X2?
Yes. So AIR support was provided as part of On-Prem X1. It is also available in On-Prem X2 with the features that we have on our cloud platform as well, with minor tweaks which are more suitable for on-prem and air-gapped systems. So the notification delivery methods can be a bit different, but the overall nature of the feature remains very much the same.
Right. And they can use the same architecture, right? So one server, right, and one AIR for every dock, that could remain the same.
Yes, that remains the same.
Great. This is a fundamental shift because there are a lot of deployments which are also hybrid. Some of the customers have some docks that they can deploy on cloud and some they need it on on-prem,
Yes.
right? And using two different systems and different architecture, different integrations, it becomes very difficult for remote operators and pilots to get maintain that system, use that system. Now, a combined system which works as good as cloud, has integrations, works with AIR, could be deployed on premise.
Yes.
Great. Awesome. So, what about the entire API piece, right? FlytBase is known for the flight APIs and all the essential and advanced packages, right? Where there are a lot of customers and partners who want to develop their own dashboard, their own workflows. They have a detect and avoid system, right? They could have a counter drone system that needs to be integrated with that. So, what happens to those kind of APIs, and how can they use it?
So FlytBase, as part of its architecture, does take care of a lot of integrations, custom integrations for enterprise grade platforms. However, if the enterprise wants to have more flexibility in terms of their integrations, how they want to do it with other systems that they operate, we provide Flight APIs very similar to what we do for a cloud platform. So anybody who has prior experience of using a cloud platform, when they transfer into an on-prem or an air-gapped environment, will find those same facilities available to them.
Right. So be it like an RTSP video feed, they want to integrate with a VMS, they're building their own app on a local, or they are integrating a panic button,
Yes,
right, with the alarm flink, or they are probably integrating a detect and avoid sensor, right, where they want to have an airspace awareness, or they want to completely build their own dashboard, right, with their own workflows. All of that is possible, and it could run on their servers.
yes, all of that is possible. You can integrate with, you can still integrate with your on-prem milestone, Genetech, alarm sensors, a host of other things that you have. And of course, you also have the flexibility of custom dashboards. You can develop those using Flight APIs.
Great, great. This is amazing, Rudrev. And over the last 3 months, this system has been deployed with a lot of enterprise and government customers all across the globe. So we've deployed it to more sensitive areas, governments, where they needed a very high compliance software that fits their compliance need, works with their authentication layers, their remote role-based access control layers, and so on, right? So could you just share a little bit about that, and which are the markets which have deployed these kind of systems?
Yes, so it was a great testament to the work that we have done with On-Prem X2 that we were able to deploy and operationalize systems in some of the most secure networking environments that you can find anywhere in the world. The system is working as expected, and that gives us great confidence in saying that whichever industry you work in, whichever vertical you have, whatever networking you have, FlytBase On-Prem X2 should be able to satisfy your dog drone operation needs.
Right. Based on your understanding and experience, how much training was required for our partner or a customer, right, to deploy this? And what is the difference between X1 and X2?
So X1 was still somewhat intensive in terms of partner or end user engagement, but FlytBase On-Prem X2 comes relatively, comes with proper instructions. FlytBase On-Prem X2 allows the users to be more free. It gives them greater flexibility in terms of deployment. We are flexible in terms of deploying on bare metal or virtual machine servers. And the process is very simple.
Okay.
So you have to follow maybe 7 and 8 or 8 steps, and the process is completed within 10 to 15 minutes on the main server.
Okay.
You can, if you have everything ready as per the instructions that we provide, you can have from scratch, you can start and have your first flight within the first 2 hours.
Got it.
Which is very rare for any system that you're deploying in an on-prem environment.
I think this is a phenomenal feat, right? Taking it from weeks to like couple of hours is a big kind of advancement that we have done with X2.
Yes.
We work with a lot of enterprise customers, right? And on-premise installation can still be a lot of complex, because no matter how much we solve, there could be some nuances of their network, right? There could be some nuances of the way they want it to be working in their architecture, the IT approvals, and so on. So what does FlytBase do on an enterprise support level, right? And what do we offer?
So Of course, all enterprises want to control their own network, their own servers, their own infrastructure in general. They have a lot of IT compliance requirements. FlytBase provides enterprise-grade support in both remote as well as an on-site format, so the end user is most comfortable when they're deploying FlytBase On-Prem X2. So our support engineers can visit the site and deploy the systems, and we are already doing this remotely for some time now, so we have good experience in doing these processes remotely as well.
Great. So remote support continuously available for your deployment engineers there. And if you want our team to visit, right, and help you configure, deploy, certify you for the entire operations, we have that functionality is now available with FlytBase, and we can actually help you deploy on the site. And this is very useful for large scale deployments because the industry is scaling, right? We are seeing multiple docs being deployed by single customers, single government organizations, and this is something which is very fundamental where these kind of enterprise support is required for these kind of deployments. Great. One more piece, right? In terms of if I want to use different kind of hardware, right? And that has been the philosophy of FlytBase, right? And people need peace of mind. So FlytBase already supports DJI Dock 1, DJI Dock 2, DJI Dock 3, and it's expanding to more and more hardware. So we are now going to be launching new hardware systems which can run on-prem. So please watch out for this space, and we'll be launching a lot of new hardware in the upcoming days. Great. Thank you so much, Rudev, for this. And this was day 11 of 14 days with FlytBase. And I hope you're enjoying this back-to-back releases. And we'll be back again tomorrow with another exciting update.